You're what's good? It's your man, 100 Acre Woods, and we back with another episode of the MPC Gospel, where we're gonna show you how to create hit records or produce hit music on your MPC. What? What you got? I got the MPC live too. So we're gonna make it do what it do. You know what I'm saying? If you just joining me, well, go back and watch the other videos. But if you watch the other videos, then you already know where we're going with it. We're going to go with how to, you know what I'm saying, craft your beats on your MPC in harmony with the speed songwriting techniques that I learned from Graham English. I'm going to leave that in the description. Also, we're going to go with the complete MC course that I got from my man MC Sadlicks. I'm calling him my man like I really know him like that. But from NC Sadlicks back in 2008. If you want that, then just holler at me on Instagram, 100 Acre Woods, Twitter, 100 Acre Woods, you know what I'm saying? You know, give me a little $10 tip with the cash app, you know what I'm saying? And I throw that to you instantly. But we're going to get into it. So the first section is your title, your plot, your tempo, and your beats. And the theme of that is just basically setting up your project on an MPC. But before we get into the software, we're going to talk about what we're doing with the title. So just like anything, your title captures your audience. If they looking, let's say through a list of a playlist, you know what I'm saying, or they looking at the Hot 100, your song has to stick out. It has to call their attention. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we're going to talk about. The first thing about your title. Wait, hold on. Let me get a better pencil or a pen. Alright. Let me see how that write. Oh, it's not writing. Why is the opacity so light? Layer. Alright. Yo. Don't talk shit. We getting it together, alright? Now, we talking about titles. Dot your I's, cross your T's, always. Alright, so like I said, first thing, title has to be engaging. You want it to capture their attention. Like, wow, wet ass. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know I censor myself even though I said ass, but you get where I'm going. Like, it has to be in your face, make you be like, oh, what's this about? Or it has to make you go, whoa, what's that about? You know what I'm saying? After that, you have to repeat it. Now, how they got the repetitious hooks. You already know where I'm going with this. Versace, 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 Versace. Or Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. You get me? It has to repeat so that it can stick in a person's head and they can find themselves repeating it when it's unexpected. They just sitting down at work, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, or school, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang, Gucci Gang. I don't listen to like the newer kids like that because I'm old. Not old, but I'm grown. So it's not a disconnect. It's just it ain't for me. I listen to nostalgia or I listen to some of the newer artists that are trying to not reinvent the old sound, but take the old sound, bring it into the future so that it can evolve music. But like I said, the title, you got to repeat it. So where do you repeat the title? Obviously in the hook or the chorus. Also, you want to repeat it in the first line of the song. And the last line. Now, this could be you putting the hook in the beginning of the song, or it could be actually the title line, like Jay-Z's song, Meet the Parents. The last line is Meet the Parents, the Parents, the Parents, the Parents. Shit like that. So, just as I'm giving you these gems, store it in your treasure chest, and when you're ready for it, pull it out, put it in your gauntlet, and and shine through. Also, it must be specific. That's like Prince's Lil Red Corvette. Dot your I's, cross your T's. Versus my car. Well, what kind of car is it? Is it a beat up car? Is it a lit car? Is it fire? Is it new? You ride a new? Is it a van? Is it a stranger van? You know what I'm saying? So be specific. Now, he also goes into the two types of titles, right? He has his own name for them. So if you want to actually check out the course, then just go get it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to give you a quick rundown of what we're supposed to do so we can get into the software, get you up and running. So, you know what I'm saying? You could practice. I need that drop. Somebody find me a video. Send me the video on IG so I could clip it. And when I tell you to practice, anytime I say it, just drop it. So it's two types of titles, right? You got the self-explained title. Right? Obviously, self-explained tells you what the song, what you're getting. So you could take it or leave it. Wow. Take it or leave it. You know what I'm saying? What else? Get money. Take it or leave it. I don't know no new songs, bro. I'm old. What do you think? You know what I'm saying? The next ones is titles where there's some context needed. Right? So that's those titles that create curiosity. You know what I'm saying? They need lyrical context. That way, you know what I'm saying, people can wonder. Let me see, do I have any notes about what kind of titles they may be? You see, we working here. I'm going in for the people. This is for the culture. You know what I'm saying? Hit the cash app. That's what they be saying, right? Let me see, self-contained titles. I don't got no examples of those. So if you want to get Graham's examples, cause I didn't write them down in my notes. Go get the course, bro. Follow along. But yeah, they need lyrical context. Be like, what does that mean? Whenever, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. They don't have CDs anymore. But when you're just going down a playlist and you see a song that captures your attention, or just think about when you're looking at a headline, like a trending topic on Twitter, on Instagram, like a picture that captures your attention. That's what you want. You want to create curiosity with your audience. You dig me? All right. Now, how do we create these titles? How do we find titles? Yo, my man, stop playing with me. All right, like I said, trending topics. Where? Twitter, obviously. Videos on YouTube, like they're learning how to do clickbait topics, so let's see. Reddit. Is that like a forum? I know there's pictures there, but do they have conversations? News outlet. Basically, you want to take the headlines. Right? And hashtags. What else? Let me see. Oh, popular cliches. It's just that people are saying figures of speech. I'm saying I'll give those are enough. If you want the course, you'll get the course. But basically, once you get all of these that are popping at the time that you are writing your songs, you want to throw them in a word smasher or a word cloud. And when I did this today, it actually clicked on the other thing that I'm working on too. So, word smasher combiner or word cloud. And basically, when you get that, they'll mix in and match the words up, and you get to see different combinations and different concepts. It's just like, well, I guess I'll tell you now since you messing with me. In the Kabbalah, they tell you to take the Hebrew alphabet and permute them. So that's taking Aleph, Bet, just like the ABCs, A, B, C, D, and mix and match them with every other letter from like pairing them, triple letters, quadruple, up until how many other words or letters you can make that still make sense. And that way, since each Hebrew letter has its own meaning, the concepts, basically the words become their own concepts. It's amazing. So you're basically doing that with this. You're permuting the words of popular titles to come up with new concepts that will capture people's attention. See where I'm going with this? I told you gotta be a thinking producer. You're a creator, right? You gotta think like a creator. Think like the creator. However you imagine that to be. But we ain't gonna get too deep because we teach you how to make hit records. So like I said, create them and create interesting concepts. Interesting concepts. Exclamation point. Feel me? Like, I'm sipping on this Douce right now, so y'all gotta excuse me if y'all not really feeling the energy, but I need y'all to really understand the power that you have as a producer and as an MPC producer, because you have pads and yeah, machine and all the other ones that try to be like us, but in these digits, just think about it. Using a pen, you put your signature onto something. How? Because you move your mind into your fingers and put your signature. That's what you're doing with these. Invest in finger drumming. Next, song plots. Your narrative. Now, my philosophy is that the music that you create, you conjure in cosmic energy, you putting that into the music, you giving that to the lyricists, they listening to it, they feeling the vibration, they come up with lyrics, and then they go in and they perform, or they pass it to the performer, and the performer sees the lyrics, they channel the energy, and then they perform it over the microphone, and they broadcast it to, let's say, 100, 1,000, 1,000,000 minds, and the energy reverberates. That's my philosophy. That's the power you have. That's you know what I'm saying. Like, so those are the plots are the themes for your song project. Yo, this pen is weird. Like, it's looking like I'm running out of ink. I'll run like this shit is weird. It's funny. I like how it does that. Let's see. I'm looking at my notebook just in case. So let's see. Graham says if you can sum up each section of the song in one sentence, then that's like the plot, right? It's just like the song My Girl. Wait, getting ahead of myself. So My Girl is the example. The verse, got the pre-chorus, it's got the chorus. So it's like, I feel some kind of way. The fuck is that? When he goes, I got sunshine on a cloudy day. I feel some kind of way. You know what I'm saying? Then he goes, why would I feel this way? You know what I'm saying? I guess you say, what would make me feel this way? Well, here's why. Huh? My girl. Then the next verse, I got whatever. Then it goes back to the pre-chorus. Then the bridges, I don't need no money. It's like, I don't need material wealth because I got my girl. When you think of all the songs, it follows a pattern. Not saying that you have to actually study the hits so that you can influence your generation, but you should really take notes. It's not copying, even though like in everybody's music sounds the same. That's because they trying to chase a formula in their rooms. They trying to chase a formula in their bedroom, so they copying what they hear, and they just trying to sound like what they think sells. Whereas if you actually look at the pattern from stepping above it, you get to see an influence. Oh, yo, shit is lit. Anyhow, it all centers around the hero's journey. Almost called me not knowing how to spell, but I know how to spell. The hero's journey, right? So Graham tells you it's 8 points. By Dan Harmon. I think he does Rick and Morty, but I also heard of him like from the Harmon brothers. They do well. They did all like those viral commercials that you saw with ClickFunnels, or with like those with Purple, all the like the lit YouTube commercials that was viral. The Harmon brothers had something to do with it. But there's also the 12-point story circle by Joseph Campbell. Now, obviously, it's going to seem like a daunting task at the moment to say, like, I have to put 8 parts of my song or 12 parts of my song. Well, just think of it. If you were to act, not saying hip hop songs are not songs, but they're like 3 minutes and they're short, and they skip on certain sections. But let's say you're making a full R&B song. You have an intro. You might have the hook or the verse first. Then you have the pre-chorus. So let's go with the verse. You got the intro, the verse, the pre-chorus, the chorus, then the hook. Well, no, verse 2, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, then pre-chorus, chorus. It's 10 sections right there. So don't overthink it. Plus, the pre-chorus and the chorus repeat. So the only thing you really have to worry about is your intro and outro, which is You know what I'm saying? We'll show you how to finesse that. Then you have to worry about verse 1, verse 2, and your bridge. Come on. That's what speed songwriting is all about. That's why we're making this happen. Now, let me go to an example of these. Let's see. Is this what I'm looking at? Speed songwriting. All right, so this was an example of the word cloud. I should have showed you. That's what I wanted to do. Show you examples as I talk about everything. So wordclouds.com will be in the description at the end of the video, or right now, actually. Since you're watching it right now. So the 8-point story circle. Harmon's 8-step circle. Yes, the guy that made Rick and Morty. So basically, the character is in his comfort zone, but they want something. They enter an unfamiliar situation, they adapt to it, they get what they wanted after paying a heavy price for it, then they return to their familiar situation having changed. So what is the shortcut for this? Where is it? Well, I'll just write it right here. One, you to need to go and search for what you want and find it, take it, bring it back or return with the change. It's essentially what you're doing. Joseph Campbell's story circle. It's a lot of the same things. But basically, you know what I'm saying? You know what this is. You know what it is. Come on. It's your third eye. Anyhow. So this is light. This is the known. This is the dark or shadow. Let's call it shadow. Because there's no such thing as dark. But yeah. The unknown. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You. That's all it is. Going around the circle. What? You get me? Going around the zodiac. What? That's all it is. That's all it's about. Your concept, your mind, going on a journey, coming back, having gained awareness. You taking your listener on a journey with a new awareness. Or you taking them from where they are with their belief system, taking them around the world to see their belief system reinforced, letting them know they weren't crazy. That's when people say, damn, your song really spoke to me. That's all they're talking about. But we're going to get into the metaphors and symbolism later. Let's see, what else can I say about the story circle? No, that's really it. Let's see. Give you more examples if you want to go and do some independent research. You got, let's see, since we showed you what the 8R was, if you want to know how Graham finesses it into a song format, then go check out the speed songwriting. I don't even get an affiliate commission off it. I'm just pumping it so that if you really fuck with me, we could speak the same language and you don't have to like necessarily feel like I'm dragging you along. You can actually watch it at your own pace. And then when I'm speaking to it in relationship to the MPC, then it's like, I know where you're going with this. I instead of having to like, oh damn, plus brain cells. Nah, you got this. You got this. So like the 12-point story circle. You could think of that for your album, right? The 8-point would be for your song, and the 12-point would be your albums. Think of it, the 12 trials of Hercules. 12 stations of the cross. These are all stories, right? Let's see. 12 signs of the zodiac. 12 elemental letters in a circle. Anywhere you see the number 12 has something to do with this type of symbolism. Just file that in your subconscious so that it plants a seed, and as we journey forward and you gain awareness as light, and I keep giving you the flow and watering that seed, it'll grow and you'll understand as we journey. So let's continue on to tempo. Let me clear that. Come on, Procreate. Tempo, speed, measured in beats per minute. What can I say about this? Tempo drives the beat. Creates the pace. Yeah. So your thing is to think of, how do you want them to feel? You want them to be upbeat? Or you want them to slow down? Also, certain genres have their own tempos. You know what I'm saying? You can create a slow feel when you in double time. Also, let's see. Hit music have a tempo. It's mathematical. You know what I'm saying? Your heart rate and blood flow yeah. Check me, scientists. I need your help. Are also measured in BPM. That's why you get somebody hype and they on the dance floor, or they, or even if they chilling and they just in they chill rock, or they head nod. This is all influencing the people. That's why you're responsible for the music that you create. And then we ain't even talking about lyrics. We talking about the music. We talking about the feeling. The feeling. And the people. And then the crowds. So it starts with you as the creator. So don't take it for granted. Even though it's fun, don't take it for granted. So, where we at? BPM, right? Got this study here. I'll link this in the description as well, because, you know what I'm saying? We reaching out. Or, you know what? I got my Facebook group. It's called Grapes. It's the gamers, rappers, artists, producers, entrepreneurs, songwriters, and singer society. Not Grapes. It was really just entrepreneur society. But we really want singers and songwriters in there as well. So that's what it is. But I'll put everything in the description and in the group. So if you want to join, I'll leave a link in the description there too. Anyhow, BPMs. They analyzed the Hot 100 of 2018, I believe. Let's go. Yep. Top 5 in 2018. I don't know why they wouldn't do the Hot 100. It would be a better average. But you can do your own research. That's what they tell you, right? Do your own research. I claim something, but you should do your own research. Anyhow, BPMs 2018. So most songs got 78, 77. Now you can think of that as 78 BPM, but if you're being realistic, you have to think of it as double time. So it would probably be 144 to 146 or 156. You know what I'm saying? 154. I don't know, man. Stop judging me. I told you. You don't believe me? 156, double time, like trap music. So this goes to show you, these are the popular BPMs. More research on BPMs. This article is on Tonal Trends, and they going with BPMs musicians use most. Here we go. The x-axis is the BPMs. So you got from 46 to 238, which is the most popular. And then the y-axis is the songs that use them the most. So from 0 to 3.5 when you do an average. So the peak is right here at 112, I believe. Let's just guesstimate that the peak is 112. You know what I'm saying? So this is the fundamental range you want to be in. The higher ranges, okay, this is the trap music right here. But then again, if you think about the dance music that was out, the stuff that people actually dancing to, 94 to 128 is danceable music. So let's, obviously, this works. So now when we talk about heart rate, well, let's talk about resting heart rate first. Resting heart rate can reflect current and future health. So, like I said, be responsible with the music that you create. You can change people's resting heart rate. If you want to read about it, feel free. Target heart rates. Now, let's get into some magic. If you want to influence heart rates to get people dancing, get people grooving, let's see. These are the age ranges, target heart ranges. You know what I'm saying? The average for the age. There we go. 20 years old, 100 to 170. Let's look at the most popular ranges. 100 to 70. Look at it. It's there. 20-year-olds. Hip hop is the most popular generation right now. 95 to 162, within the same range. 35s, 93 to 157. And that makes sense. If you think about the type of music that you want to listen to, not what's popular, but that you individually choose to listen to at your age. What did you like to listen to in your 20s, in your teens even? Because let's not say you're going over 200 as a teenager, but what music did you listen to? Was it fast-paced? Was it slow-paced? Be honest with yourself looking at this chart. And it'll tell you what your body prefers. Not what society tells you, but what your body naturally resonates to. Just had to drop that on you because 100 Acre Woods is the melanated mystic, the original melanated mystic, despite all the influence that I spread out and made everybody think of being melanated mystics. I love them all. I appreciate them all. Next is beats. Beats. What can I say about this? Beats are the rhythm and pulse, as we can see, of the music. Typically, we use drum and bass instruments. Oops. I don't know why I do that. Like every time I do double S's, I put an E. Every time like there's a word I do TH, I put E at the end. Like, and then I always have to end up erasing it. It's a subconscious habit. I gotta fix that. But like I said, tempo is measured. I mean, beats are measured. Tempo is measured in beats per minute. So, how do you determine the beats? How many beats are going to be in that minute? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you know that 60 BPM is actually 60 beats? How do you know 120 BPM is 120 beats in a minute? You know what I'm saying? How do you calculate that? Well, I'll just tell you that it's based on the time signature. I wish I could change colors quickly. Give me a bright color so I can underline it. It's based on your time signature. Time signature, I'll link a video in the description, but popular time signature for us will be 4/4. That's 4 beats in 1 bar per bar. And he's like, I got bars, that's 4 beats. Put in words in a bar, that should equal 4 beats. And then a quarter note. No. Pause. A whole note gets 4 beats. Or a whole note would be 1 bar. So that would be like boom, 1, 2, 3, 4. You get me? I'll link in the description, friend. Let's see. I gave you the resting heart rate for the beats. Double time, same thing. It's about your drum placement. More on the beats. Let's see. What can I say about it? From the chorus. Your title should like influence the rhythm of your song. So like module. The word module is 3 syllables long. So your beat would be do 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 or do do do. You know what I'm saying? Like turn on your metronome. I think this is what we're about to get into actually going into the MPC, but we'll get into it. My man says you should actually, like I said, turn your title into your beat so that your words can start to finesse. And at this point, I guess we should get into the MPC. I can't believe I'm really doing this with no interruptions. I'm really, really proud of myself. I just like to say while I'm making this change over to the software, feel free to hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share it with somebody that you know who may be interested in getting a Akai MPC. You know, it's a great piece of software, great piece of gear, as you can see. It's a great way to create music on the go. You know, music production, audio engineering, songwriting. It's magical, you know, if you really take it that way. That's why people conjure energy the way they do. It's real magic. And it's a shame that in modern times, you know, we can't give it the reverence that at least I think it deserves, you know. But to each their own. I just hope that by the end of this course, you'll take your responsibility as a producer, songwriter, rapper, what have you, seriously, so that you could manifest your dreams, because that's all it's about. Taking the nothing that appears, but is really all in here, using this little box right here, putting it all inside the box, and making it work. So, alright, here we are in the MPC software. I don't know why I pulled this up, because I could have just used the software, but it made sense at the time. Alright, so let's kick it. We saw the interface last time, so we already know where your title's gonna go. Let's say, load up, save project instantly, title it. So let's go with find a position to save it in. Did I do a video? I got a video on that, I think. So I'm not gonna go into that right now. Just go on my old videos and you'll see. Plugins. That's not where I save things. 2021. Test project. That could be a good song. Who knows? Alright. Title is done. Even though I didn't throw it in the word cloud, it's done. That's as simple as it is. Once you get it out the word cloud, save it instantly. Get in the habit of naming your sections. So my thing, when I'm making a beat, I always make the whole like instrumentality, and then I make my song sections. So this would be the whole beat. That's that. Now I know which sections to look for, how to chop it up. Next is your song plot. Title. Oh yeah, write that in your project notes. This is where we're going to keep everything. We already know. And side note, if you're thinking about just working in standalone only, that's dope. But if you want to add this element to your projects, then this would be litty. So don't feel like you have to do this, because I haven't found a way that you can actually do this in the standalone mode to actually write in the project notes. Like I said, spam the heck out of Akai right here. Make your presence felt so that we can write notes, project notes on the go. Anyhow, song plot. What else we got? Tempo is here already. And the beat, well, let's get into loading up some sounds. Oh no, where are my pads? That's what she said. Alright, wait, no. Alright, let me try to go and load up some pads. Okay, I think the Deuce is setting in. I think we're going to have to come back and do the MPC part tomorrow or later. Cut.